Hey, the all-black uniforms, they said they couldn't see the ball. That nigga said that about Lamar, nigga. It's funny.
Oh, yeah, I seen that. I was weak.
He's really ridiculous, though. Lamar's fucking insane.
That nigga goes in, boy.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20.
1 second, guys.
This nigga said Marcel always tries to challenge with me.
Bro, I be beating EJ and shit, bro. We be playing for money. That's the only reason I play. I be fucking them up, bro. And they actually play a lot.
This nigga RG3 is a 66 overall. What the fuck?
22-yard line.
So is Seattle your main team?
If I'm trying to beat somebody, I'll use them.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. 40
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
What in the fuck? Earl Thomas got there faster than I
Incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson.
Oh my god, that nigga Earl
tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Justus, you're capping, bro.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we?
To start the game,
yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Your skills, nigga.
I
what the fuck, nigga? I've never been fucking
10 here on their opening drive.
This nigga's just. I don't know.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson.
Hold on, let me see how good this nigga really is. This nigga just made me throw 2. I just threw perfect to Kyler Murray, 24-24 on 0.
Most coaches are really
and that nigga actually played. You just stopped my pass like it was nothing.
They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does. We just saw him there.
Beast mode's back, nigga. Is he, bro? How'd he come? Nigga, this nigga's probably on the couch smoking. How the fuck did he just beast mode, nigga?
I was like, dude, Dayton was still not home as he was retired.
And then all of a sudden, wants to come back in the playoffs.
65 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0
nigga, you fucking fucked me up.
Thomas just happened to be in the same
touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away.
Arm on it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
See what Justus got to offer, nigga.
Man, I don't even know.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he got blown up on that.
I know how to play against every team. You might be.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play.
Dude,
even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You'd be dumb as fuck.
3rd down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now it's Lockett.
Oh, that was nice. That was nice. Oh, hell no, cuz.
No! Oh, shit! I'm fucking crying. I'm crying. I got that stickler. Oh, fuck no. Oh, no!
Fuck! Return for a touchdown.
Busted onto the scene as an all-pro returner as a rookie. He's not looking back.
This nigga just got a punt return.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
Oh, I missed the extra point.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
I ain't never took a punt back like that. Maybe
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better.
What the fuck play was that?
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion.
It wasn't even a read option. That was just like
go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves you.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness.
No, I have some adjustment. He's not. Lamar will not go nowhere
in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just gonna pin their ears back now and get up.
He ain't going nowhere.
Such an impressive first half to get that lead.
I'm gonna hit stick this nigga. Fuck.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
It's already 4th, man.
I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm.
This is why I don't play Madden.
Watch it offensively. A little bit of a problem there.
Punt on the first drive. Looking at another one here.
It's already too late.
You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's just what they're going through, whether it's seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out.
And he has 2 stars. He's hover right over
Good
top.
starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon.
I knew you were going to do some stupid shit like that. That's why I was not trying to
down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Now Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the shotgun, Wilson.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many
hammering for the goal line? He loses the football.
Yes!
And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy,
Russell had to pass the line. Russell wasn't past the line.
Back inside the 10-yard line.
Oh my God!
That's some hoes.
They got over. He got smacked.
The sigh of relief.
That's some hoes.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
Man, 22 be doing
crazy. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession. No turnover.
Get in there, beast mode, bitch.
Dude, I can't stop that. You just
Marshawn Lynch with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
I know damn well.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Who? Marshawn? Wait, he's still playing, ain't he?
Now he is, yeah.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Wait, that's Seahawks are your team, aren't they?
Yeah.
The Browns are mine. They're fucking ass. I'm so sick of them. I'm so sick of the Browns. You can run out the back of the end zone.
Dude, I forgot I was the Ravens. Because I'm used to being
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Damn! Lamar's fast as fuck. And he was just jogging. What the fuck? That nigga was just jogging.
He had his eyes on
Jesus Christ, look how fast that nigga is, bro.
At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glad.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing, and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go
The worst
for 2.
I've ever beat someone was 84-3, and that was Aaron.
84
From the gun, Wilson escaping the pressure right.
But
now he'll pull it down.
And then I scored 68
Talk
on
about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tackle.
I just scored 71 on Marcel the other day. He actually played.
To boot it away.
He went and pumped black formation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
It's just stupid as fuck. They don't miss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Sam Cook.
That's the funny part. I could go and use him and then
goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable for Lockett.
That nigga Lockett's going crazy.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. Got Gordon open.
Damn, I can't be perfect. I'm an idiot. Like, I be trying to throw perfect on things. Like, I've done it like 3 times. The first 2 plays, you had me completely
With
locked
those
down.
faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air.
What the fuck? Did it say that to you?
It said, we've noticed that you're having a tough game. Seems like we have matched you with an opponent above your skill range. Do you wish to concede early?
No. It said that to me the other day. It said the same shit to
will
me.
continue shortly.
Bro, it said that to me earlier. It said it's easier above.
They were able to connect. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the
This game is
football
fucked
here.
up. That's
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That's fucking disrespectful. That nigga has Earl on him. I ain't talking to him.
On 1st down, Wilson.
Yeah, I'm out this time.
And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson, forced out to his left.
Oh, my God, nigga. That was about to be murderous.
Oh! He's going to score. It's a
Stick work, nigga. No fucking way. You tried for the hit stick and missed, nigga.
His second touchdown here in this first half. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Operating from the gun. Wilson,
it's like they're stupid. Like the computer won't like fucking. They'll just watch it. Like the niggas that are guarding
into the end zone for the score. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. They're soul-searching now.
It's a good little jump off.
So. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Oh,
from the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle.
Oh, you would have killed me.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I think he got his shit.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely been a constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I want to return that, dude. Right? Oh, my God. Oh, that is it.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
He could have fumbled. He could have fumbled.
He will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And an alley to run.
You best not try to hit shit.
And touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch. bench. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
Oh, my fucking God.
Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. Then you're ready. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Oh, no.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play.
I'm trying to play a bunch of people. That's all I do. I be messaging motherfuckers what your ass be. I'm stupid. I be messaging random niggas on my list. Like,
yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
There's been niggas that's been beat worse than you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield, try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Wilson now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
This nigga is always covered by the 2 best players on the team.
Wilson operating from the gun.
Look at this fat ass nigga.
Now he'll let it go deep left
Russell's fucking crazy. Oh my God.
The 15. Now the Seahawks called the second of their 3 timeouts.
At first I was food. This nigga stopped me the first 2 plays
remaining in this first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Before the fucking in the second quarter,
as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
He's like,
what did it say? Justus
scores,
especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off the squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been there.
Matched up with somebody whose skill level is higher than yours. You want to quit this match? They said that to like 3 other people I played. That's some disrespectful shit, man. For doing it, bro.
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Start taking off with Lamar. You're not going to be able to against my nigga D. Anyone else you'd be able to.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you.
I was trying to
How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. No way to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, they'll come up now, 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
I'm taking this one to the house.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 15. Jackson.
I got it. I'm about to hit the subject. I got it.
If you were smart,
he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Over, nigga.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Lynch. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch.
Get in there, nigga. Oh my God, he's crazy. They got over.
Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game.
And then your nigga got stuck on the nigga.
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you're talking about going to your playmakers. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
This nigga literally can't do nothing.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make?
I can't even pause the game to fucking leave.
It's going to be difficult to dig out from
under. For sure they can't afford anymore.
Dude, if I don't leave, the end score is going to be like 112.
I don't care, bro.
Nigga, I'm not getting beat 112.
Bro, come on, bro.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But
now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
What the fuck are you playing?
From midfield now, here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, open man is Ursula. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14.
Actually, you're not going to get beat that bad because most people I play throw like 8.
80% so far. It's first and 10. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson.
Dumbass gets stuck.
And this will be incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now Jackson.
Oh.
And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
What song is that?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out
like I got
and smack the guy opposite
like
them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
What the fuck? Why does everybody have exclamation marks?
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards.
All your niggas
have bring up a third and 2 more.
I want to know what that means. Look it up, Eric.
It's blitz radar. It's blitz radar.
What does that mean? Like,
it shows you the niggas that are blitzing.
Oh, cause this nigga. Oh, Russell Wilson got that X Factor, cuz. That nigga's actually sick. I can just see who's. I never knew that shit.
14,
That's crazy.
Oh shit!
I could just tell what you're doing and then adjust off it. That's sweet. Russell's that hot right now that that nigga knows what every defender is fucking doing. That nigga's really the best quarterback in the game, bro. I can tell what you're doing right now.
Here's a first and 10 at the 35-yard line. Being chased
down.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And brought down.
That's crazy, though. I didn't even know about that. Cameron, aren't you the one that told me?
First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That nigga, does this nigga play this or some shit?
First down, the run with Lynch.
I'm trying to play Cameron DeLong next. You got Madden?
Strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
Yeah, I'm butt.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Yeah, maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
How do I get rid of that nigga's X factor?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far.
Why is my fourth
This is
string
3rd and 8. Operating from the gun.
I thought you picked that.
Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Don't let Wagner
Another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams.
You need to get that Lamar Jackson
sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Raven offense set up the line for this next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up, and they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Aaron, if I hit 100, you owe me 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for
this next drive. I'll take Lamar off
and let's just say
here,
they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but they're under pressure. They got him again. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's
my niggas are annoying. My niggas are
27, and they will take over
Lamar's
at the 26-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Wilson flushed out right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard
running back.
run.
I think Lynch is just sitting on the bench.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Gets it to Gordon. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson buying time to his left. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Oh my God, he has negative 66 yards.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
I said he has negative 66 yards.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Oh, shit.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this
all right, I'll take Lamar out of contain.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. Throwing is Jackson. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play.
Check. Watch 54. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
Draw play. Ingram now. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 17-yard line.
What the fuck did I just do?
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. He can run for it, and he will. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet.
Bro, I didn't even have time to
coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Tucker with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That nigga went to hit.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, Why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. On the move to his left. He's going to take off. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
57. Get ready.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Fighting
No.
for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's what defense is talking about. Getting the football and either advancing the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating.
I want to see the final stats for this.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
I'm not even content.
They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I'm not even content.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
I know he's not. It's just I couldn't fucking do it. No matter what I did.
You want me to use Lamar? I'm just kidding. Well, you probably didn't want to start the game after that shit. That's probably how you're feeling. I don't know if I can.
I can't.
The nigga Russell Wilson ran for 178 and passed for 268. I think it was running. Hollister had most of our receiving yards. That's hilarious. That nigga Lamar is trash.
That was some bullshit.